We are live. You all have joined us. Thank you all for joining us. I'm Carlita, that's Carlina and Toya. And all three of us, we make Build a Sister Up. Oh, I kind of like that. But anyway, happy you all joined us once again, and we're going to get into our topic, our 10-minute topic.
Our 10-minute topic of today is work from home or workplace stresses. And I can go first. Today, since I live very close to a school, and today was their last day of school, so there was a lot of commotion, a lot of noise. I guess people were excited. So it was a lot of horns blowing, and I'm working from home at this time, and I have to speak, and I'm working from home, like I said, and it was just so much noise going on that I couldn't even hear myself think, let alone speak if I needed to. So that was one of the stresses. I guess you could get that at work too, like sirens going past if you're in the office. But because I live so close, it was extremely loud. Like I could hear the students screaming and the horns blowing and everything. Other workplace stresses is just sometimes if people are at home, they may not understand that you're really focused on work, and they may be doing other stuff outside. Like if you have kids or anything like that, they may be doing stuff distracting you from working, and they may not understand that you have to focus on your work. Another workplace stresses is you have to get things done at home. Like for instance, you got to cook. You may have to wake up at a certain time, even though you're at home. You may want to sleep in. There can be a lot of cons to working from home, but I still wouldn't trade it for going back into the office.
You wouldn't trade it for nothing, huh?
No.
Hi.
A lot of benefits. Hi, lipstick. Got some kisses there.
Work from home stress, because I work from home. It's stressful to work from home and only home and not interact with people like you used to, and not go out and have fun interacting with, coworkers, but other people too that you might meet along the way. But it's also stressful looking at your laptop all day and being in the same position. So a lot of work from home stress can be actually alleviated by getting up and taking a break every hour or so, and just smelling the coffee or the roses or the grass outside. So lots of work from home stress is just built up just because of regular everyday stresses. But I also, I like some things I do like about the field I'm in. I like to go to court and things like that. So working from home in this particular field, I don't do that. But those things you can actually do on the regular, once again, by just getting up every hour and just going on a walk, or going to water your plants, or just cooking a meal, or eating every hour. Now, if you eat every hour, eat something small, of course, duh. But yeah, I think lots of work from home stuff can just be alleviated by taking a break. And those stresses are just sitting, physical stresses, just sitting and just looking at your computer mentally could be draining too, looking at whatever work you do. That's it.
I agree. Working from home has its benefits because you're not paying for gas. That's one thing. Now, as far as the stresses, it could be like if you need to go in the office and print something off, you're not able to do that. Or if you need to talk to a coworker right away, you have to Skype them and, wait for their response or their reply. Other things is, like if there's a in-house party going on, you're not able to find out. You know, you're not able to go in and party with them. Something else, let me think what else. You can get more distractions at home. That's if you do not have like a door to shut your door, you know, might have a dog, a cat, you know, stuff like that. So you can get some distractions at home, but the best thing to do is, oh, this isn't trying to tell you what to do. We're just trying to tell you your stress. So I'm not gonna do that. But what else? It can be stressful because you're not getting enough exercise, you know, that could be stressful too because you're constantly sitting. And to me, when you work from home, a lot of times you actually are working harder. Sometimes you can actually work harder. Because when you're working in an office, you can be like, you know what, it's 2:30, I'm leaving. I'm not about to see you.
Wait a minute. Yeah, we can't hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I put the fan up for you all. But that's what it is. Working from home, you do work harder. You find yourself working harder. Also, sometimes you don't know when to cut it off, you know, meaning cut that laptop off. Because sometimes you can work from home and just be like, you know, I could work more overtime. I could do this, I could do that. And you can find yourself just working. So don't work too hard because it can stress you out.
Yeah, I ran into that problem when I first started working from home, but now that I've got in the groove, I got over that real quick. But I've learned to organize and efficiently do my work, so I'm not spending hours, you know, at the laptop and overworking myself. And also, it's a thing with this people of color, like Black people, where we don't get a lot of vitamin D. And working from home can also cause that problem too. And you know, what's that sound? Y'all hear it?
Oh, sorry, maybe my ear. Okay.
So yeah, you just gotta, if you're working from home, you're not doing your regular physical activity. So you just gotta make sure you go to your doctors and get checked up and check on your vitamin levels too. Make sure you get that sunlight. It's summertime now. Some things are seasonal,
Right.
like seasonal depression. People can get that too because there's no sunlight. So make sure you get that sunlight even when you're working from home.
Because like me, I'm getting a lot of vitamin D because you all hardly can see me because of the sun. So make sure you get your vitamin D. But
That's true.
that's it. So we hope you all took some of our tips. And you know, we gave you some tips and we also told you how some of the work from home stresses can be. What's that? I think Moya is saying something, but we can't hear her.
Trendsetter said the stresses of non-remote work for me is having to get up extremely early, paying for this high gas price, dealing with rude customers, standing all day on cement flooring because can cause various pains in the body. And I can understand and I can relate. When I worked for airline, I used to have to get up at 2:00 in the morning to make it to work on time. My time was at 4, but I had to get up early because I live so far away. And I can understand working for 8 hours or more on your feet can be very tiresome to your body physically. That can cause a lot of stress. When you get home, you don't want to do anything but sit down, get off of those feet and relax. So that can definitely cause a lot of stress to you. And if you have a family, a lot of stress to your family, because sometimes you could be too tired to want to do anything with them because you just had a long, exhausting day at work. And then you got these high gas prices as well, as she mentioned, and that's frustrating all within itself, how high these gas prices are.
That's true. It's like crazy. And then gas, then you got gas, then you have food. Oh my goodness.
Yes,
Then
that can be stressful.
they're going up too. You know what I'm saying?
That's a whole nother topic, how high things are going, the economy, and then just the income, not being able to, um, provide or to have all of these things when the economy is going up so much and then the income is staying the same. It's just not right. But thank you so much for everyone.
Yeah, hello.
Yes.
Yeah, and I forgot what I was watching today, but they said they didn't want to declare a recession, meaning that the economy is pretty bad. And that even if you do have these cars, all kinds of loans are going up. Inflation. There's just a high amount of inflation. So even if you do want to switch from a gas powered car to electric powered car, the what I haven't had one in a while, but what's a loan called for a car? A car note? Yeah. So car notes, even your car note might have a very high interest rate now because the economy is so bad. So you're gonna pay either way. You're gonna pay for that gas with the current car you have, or when you do switch to electric, you're gonna be paying a higher note than you normally would because of the recession that we're in. And everything is just so stressful. So I think one of the things we as Builders of Up should do too is bring on like a therapist maybe to give us some tips on how to relieve certain stressors, whether you work from home or whether you work out in the public, you know? So that might be our next thing, because a lot of things we can do on our own right now are to, once again, exercise, eat right, and meditate or pray, whatever you want to do, but take time to do your self-care and your self-reflection. But know that we're in a bad time with COVID and the economy, but we got to try to find ways to maneuver through it all. And that can all be stressful, trying to find ways to maneuver through it. But if you all have any suggestions of what you are doing, any tips to help you get through this economy, to deal with stress, whether you're at work or at home working, let us know. You know, share it, build a sister up, build a brother up, and maybe we can build this economy up, you know? So
Owen said, what's the topic? The topic was work stresses. And he said prime interest rate has risen since 1994. He said, according to the federal, not in a recession yet. And he said mental health is a big issue, and it has been lately with a lot of people. Depression rates are probably raising and suicide rates are raising. So yeah, mental health is definitely important. We have to definitely seek out our mental health and get that squared away. But thank you for everyone who's tuned in and watched, and for everyone who's commented. If you missed us live, you can go back and you can watch the replay and comment below some workplace stresses that you have to deal with, whether it's at home or whether it's in the office or whether it's outside, whatever the case may be. Let us know. These are things that we should talk about and we should just release off of us so that we can just, be better mentally and physically. And we have tips. Help us with tips. We help you all with tips so that we can just, continue to live. As always, remember to build bold, build better, build brilliant, build a brother up, build a sister up.